Hello students, we are back here to study the last part of probability, that is the remaining questions of the exercise that we were solving in the previous episode. In the previous episode, in the exercise, 9th question and 10th question are activities that we have discussed in detail how the activity should be performed, and I gave you the hint also. Hope you people must have enjoyed doing the activity, and by solving the sums of probability, that too real time, you are collecting the data and you are finding out the probability. Proceeding further, the next question, that is the 11th question. 11 bags of a wheat flour, each marked 5 kg, actually contain the following weights of flour in kg. Now, what exactly the question says? 11 bags of wheat flour. There are 11 bags totally. Each marked 5 kg. On the bag it is marked, how much it is marked? 5 kg it is marked. And actually, what is that? Actually contain the following weights of flour. That is marked, but the weights are actually when it is weighed, when the bags are weighed. These are the values that you can see here. 4.97, 5.05, 5.08, 5.03, 5.00, 5.06, 5.08, 4.98, 5.04, 5.07, 5.00. Okay, these are the actual weights. Find the probability that any of these bags chosen at random contains more than 5 kg. Contain more than 5 kg of flour. More than 5 kg, please understand carefully. Let us count. Total bags are 11. 5.05 satisfied, 1. 0.08, 5.08, second. 5.03, third. 5.06, 4. 5.08, 5. 5.07, 6. What I said here? More than 5 kg. What is the event? That a randomly chosen bag contains more than 5 kg. Now 5.00 here and 5.00. 5 is not greater than 5, it is equal to 5. And here the condition is for more than 5 kg, not more than or equal to 5 kg. I hope you are understanding the difference. So, total outcomes 11 bags of flour. Means what? I will solve here. Total outcomes 11. Favorable outcome of event E. Let E be the event. What event it is? That bags chosen at random contains more than 5 kg of flour. So, favorable outcome of the event E is equals to how many we had counted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I counted 6 I guess previously. Once again we shall count the bags which are weighing more than 5 kg. 5.05, 1, 5.08, 2, 5.03, 3, 5.06, 4, 5.08, 5, 5.04, 6, 5.07, 7. Means favorable outcomes are 7. What about the probability? So, here I will write probability of the event E. What is the event? It has been that bag chosen at random contains more than 5 kg of flour. So 7 upon 11. I guess you people have understood it properly. Please pay attention on the event what they have asked and what exactly the terminology means, else your answer will go wrong. Okay, next question, 12th one. In question 5, exercise 14.2, you were asked to prepare a frequency distribution table regarding the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air in parts per million of a certain city for 30 days. Using this table, find the probability of the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the interval 0.12 to less than 0.16 on any of these days. Please understand carefully what it has been described. The question or the data is given in question 5 of exercise 14.2, and what the description here it is about that question. You were asked to prepare a frequency distribution table regarding the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air in parts per million of a certain city for 30 days. I hope you remember that question. Let us do one thing. Let us just check that question so that you will remember it. This is the question. A study was conducted to find out the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air in parts per million, that is ppm, of a certain city. The data obtained for 30 days is as follows, and this is the data. I hope you people have remembered that what we had solved. Make a grouped frequency distribution table for this data with the class intervals as 0.00 to less than 0.04, 0.04 to less than 0.0, and so on. And this we had done, and this we had done. Let us see that. This was the table that we had prepared. This was the table that we had prepared. Now, what they are asking to us in our current chapter, they are asking us to find out the probability. They are asking us to find out the probability. What event? Find the probability of the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the interval 0.12 to less than 0.16 on any of these days. Means we have to see in this class interval 0.12 less than 0.16. Let us solve here itself. Total outcomes are how many? 30. Because of 30 days we have. And what is the event? That what was the probability on this in between this class interval 0.12 less than 0.16. Okay, so let the event be E. Let the event be E. So favorable to E, favorable outcome for E is equals to, this is that 2. is equals to 2. Then probability of E is equals to 2 upon 30 is equals to 1 upon 15. Probability of E is equals to 2 upon 30 is equals to 1 upon 15. I hope you people have understood this. Now, proceeding to the next question. What is 13th question? In question 1, exercise 14.2, you were asked to prepare a frequency distribution table regarding the blood groups of 30 students of a class. Again, the data is been referred to exercise 14.2 and there it is question number 1. You were asked to prepare a frequency distribution table regarding the blood groups of 30 students of a class. Yes, we had prepared it. Use this table, use this frequency distribution table as we had referred to the frequency distribution table in question 12th. Same way in question 13 they are also asking us to refer to the frequency distribution table of question 1 of exercise 14.2. Okay, what further? Regarding the blood groups of 30 students of a class, use this table to determine the probability that a student of this class selected at random has a blood group AB. Okay, we have to refer to this frequency distribution table which we had studied in the previous chapter. Yes, this was the table that we had studied, we had prepared it. So, here you can see blood group and the frequency, number of students, total students 30. Now, what they are asking here? For blood group AB they are asking the probability. So, first total outcomes, total outcome 30 and favorable outcome for event E. For event E, let us see what the events is. For event E, it is what? Probability that a student of this class selected at random has blood group AB. Okay, that is the event. That is what? Student of blood group AB. Event E, that is student of blood group AB. Student of blood group AB. What's the favorable outcome for this? You can see here, this is 3. Okay. Proceeding further, now we have to write the probability. So, probability of event E which is mentioned above is equals to favorable outcome upon total outcome is equals to 1 upon 10 and this is your answer. 1 upon 10 is your answer. 3 ones are 3 tens are. That's all. So, in this way we people have studied probability and now we shall first go to the summary and then randomly we shall revise the chapter. What the summary says, an event for an experiment is the collection of some outcomes of the experiment. Yeah, what is an event? The event, the event is an event for an experiment is the collection of some outcomes of the experiment. What is the second point in summary? The empirical or experimental, the similar word for empirical is experimental, or for experimental is empirical. Probability P of E of an event E is given by P of E is equals to number of trials in which E has happened upon total number of trials. Just now in the previous examples we have seen for blood group AB, number of trials in which E has happened, where blood group, in how many students we got the blood group AB? 3, and total number of students 30. So 3 upon 30 we had done just now, just few minutes ago. Okay. What is the third point? The probability of an event lies between 0 and 1. The probability of an event lies between 0 and 1. What is mentioned in the bracket? 0 and 1 inclusive. What it means? Means the probability can be 0, in between values, and the probability can be 1. When the total number of trials and the number of trials in which E has happened, when both are same, in that case the probability becomes 1. Or if it is less than, it is between 0 and 1, and when it is an impossible event, it is 0. It is 0. Now let us just briefly go through the main points of this chapter, what we had studied. The different concepts that we studied here were from where we started. It was from so what are the different outcomes of, yeah, here it is coming, just a minute. Here you can see, I hope it will refresh you that these were the pages through which we had studied. Here it is. Probability is nothing but a chance, may happen, may not happen. It may rain today or may not rain today. From here our study started for probability, and it is said, further it was explained to us that though probability started with gambling, but it is extensively used in the fields of physical sciences, commerce, biological sciences, medical sciences, weather forecasting, etc., in many of the things. Okay, proceeding further. What are outcomes? Chance of occurrence of a particular thing is known as outcome in an experiment. And what was the thing that was explained there? When you performed experiments like tossing of coins, throwing of dice, etc., and observe that outcomes, whatever the results we got, those are nothing but the outcomes. We had done this activity 1. Then after that we had done this activity 2 of cumulative fractions. Proceeding further, we had recorded all these things, and then we shifted further to activity 4. Through these activities we studied a lot, that how exactly probability works. Proceeding further, it was explained to us what is a trial. Now, what is a trial? A trial is an action which results in one or several outcomes. A trial is an action which results in one or several outcomes. That is nothing but a trial. And what is an event? Whatever we expect from that trial, our expected outcome is nothing but an event. So, an event for an experiment is the collection of some outcomes of the experiment. Very simple thing, when a coin is tossed and I feel that head should turn up, so that is the event. That is the event. The outcomes are head may turn up or tail may turn up. They are equal outcomes. But what I expect that head should turn up. So that is an event. So an event for an experiment is a collection of some outcomes of the experiment. And they are saying in class 10 you will study a more formal definition of an event. Okay. Proceeding further, experimental or empirical probability. The words are same meaning. That is the empirical probability of an event E, that is P of E. What is probability of an event or empirical probability is normally known as probability. It is number of trials in which the event happened upon the total number of trials. It is what? The number of trials in which the event happened upon the total number of trials. Okay. Proceeding further, here we had studied a coin is tossed 1000 times, total number of trials 1000. What happened with the following frequencies? Head 445 times it turned up, 455 times it turned up, and tail it turned up 545 times. So probability of the event, what is the event? Number of heads. So it is 455 upon 1000. Total number of trials are 1000. So it is equals to 0.455. And second we had seen number of trials upon, number of tails upon total number of trials. Event is number of tails. So 545 upon 1000 is 0.545. From this, later on it was explained to us that probability of event E plus probability of event F is equals to 1. 0.455 plus 0.545 is equals to 1. So what was explained to us just now, that the probability is, in the summary point it was explained to us that the probability lies between 0 and 1, inclusive 0 and 1. Here you can see that the total is 1 when you add the probability of event T and event F. Similarly, the other examples were explained to us. Here you can see probability of event 1 plus event 2 plus event 3 is equals to 1. So there may be many events, but the total of the probability lies between 0 and 1. That was explained. Proceeding further, the same was first time explained to us. The probability of an event, of each event lies between 0 and 1. The sum of all the probabilities is 1. E1, E2, E6 cover all the possible outcomes of the trial. These are the different events that were been explained in the example above. The next example, it was of telephone directory, and what is the probability that the digit in its units place is 6? The frequency is 6 and total number of selected telephone numbers is 200. Frequency of 6 is 14. I said the frequency is 6. Frequency of 6 is 14 and a total number of selected telephone numbers is 200. So you can see what the things are. We have studied all this. Just we are having a overview of this so that you people can remember it and understand it much more easily, that these were the things that we had studied. Here you can see example 8, insurance company selected 2000 drivers at random, that is without any preference of one driver over another in a particular city to find a relationship between age and accidents. And here you can see there are different events. There are different events. So we had studied how to calculate probability. Proceeding further, example 10, 50 seeds, we had seen this in detail. 5 bags, and how many seeds got germinated. In each bag there are 5 bags of seeds, and in each bag there are 50 seeds, and how many got germinated under favorable condition, and this is the probability. Here you can see this. So in all the examples above, you would have noted that probability of an event can be any fraction from 0 to 1. In this way, we people have completed this chapter, and and now we shall start with a new chapter in our next session. We are going to start with the chapter of surface area and volume. We are going to start with the chapter of surface area and volume. So I like to suggest you that surface areas and volume, that is the 13th chapter we are going to start. You people try to read that concept well before, so that what it happens, when I am explaining, you people can judge yourselves and see how much correct you have thought of those concepts, whatever you had read, so that you can check yourselves, improve yourselves, and increase your efficiency. So today's session we shall conclude here. You people take care of yourselves and study properly. Thank you.